Hey everybody, Dr. Kaylee Garrett Zimmerman here, physical therapist. Based on the question that I had posted last week, I have gotten the most engagement or the most questions about stress management, time management, motivation and how to stay motivated, as well as pelvic floor for performers, and I will be answering all of those with my next several videos. The first one that I wanted to address is going to be the stress management. I feel that stress management is something that we all deal with on a daily basis. I do not think that it's something that ever actually all the way goes away. I think that we learn to cope and we learn to manage and we learn to deal with it in an appropriate manner. So a couple of the tricks that I would utilize for stress management can be found on my personal page, Kaylee Garrett Zimmerman. I post every Tuesdays and Thursday about stress management and about anxiety and about things like that. And the reason that I feel so strongly about finding the appropriate way to manage your own stress, and the reason that I feel so strongly about figuring out how to incorporate it into your life, is because I've dealt with it my entire life. I've always been a very anxious person. I've always had high stress. I've always had the negative kinds of stress. I've never been able to manage, control, and know how to perform the appropriate techniques when needed. So I'm now trying to put that out there to help you guys figure that out on your own. So as far as stress management goes, first and foremost, you have to just figure out what works for you. Everybody's a little bit different. All the tips that I'm going to be sharing is what works for me and what has been deemed to be appropriate for my personality and for my body. If it's something that does not work for you, don't freak out. Don't think that that means that it's the end of the rope. That is absolutely not true. There are tons of books. There are tons of things that you can look up as far as stress management, and you can kind of figure out those things. And the next thing is, and the first and foremost trick about stress management, is to accept that you are experiencing stress. Stress is normal. You're going to experience stress throughout your life no matter what. You're always going to have some kind of stress. What's not normal is when that stress sends you into this spiral of negative thoughts, and it sends you into the spiral of not sleeping and insomnia and high heart rate, high blood pressure, eating too much, eating too little. That's when it's not normal. But stress is normal, very normal actually, in our everyday life. Stress tells us something's going on with our body to keep us out of that normal state or that normal frame of mind that we should be in. So remember that. So first and foremost, accept it. Something's happened, something that you don't particularly like has happened, something makes you feel anxious, accept it. It's okay to accept it. Okay, I'm sitting here and I feel stressed about this situation. Then answer the question, why? Why do I feel stressed about this situation? I usually jot it down, but I say it out loud first. So I'll say it out loud and then I will start to write it down, because that's just one of those techniques that have helped to calm me. So I accept that I'm stressed with this situation. For example, let's just say you have family coming in and they're staying in your house, and that seems to stress you out a little bit because you don't have a whole lot of time to clean the house because the kids are running around, or you don't have a lot of time to clean the house because you haven't been feeling well. So you have family coming in, you're feeling stressed, you get anxious. There's 5,000 things to do on your to-do list. Stop. That's okay. I feel stressed. I feel stressed about this situation. Why do you feel stressed? I feel stressed about this situation because my family is coming in and I feel like I am not able to take the time to get my house ready. Then I want you to give yourself 3 things in that situation that is a positive thing. 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things that is positive about what's going on. So one would be, my family's coming in. I haven't seen them in 2 years. The next thing would be, I get to spend time with my family and my loved ones. And the last one would be, I'm doing the best that I can as a mother, or I'm doing the best that I can as a student, and kind of learning how to figure those things out. So those are 3 ways to instantly stop. The next thing that I'm going to recommend, and I've talked about this before, is breathe. Take 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, in the stomach, and then out through the mouth. 1, and then you'll do 2 more. And that's going to be the 2 techniques that I recommend. So accept it, tell yourself why you are stressed, and then give yourself 3 reasons why you should not be stressed about that situation, and then take 3 deep breaths. I can almost say every time that I do that, that's when I start to kind of decrease that stress, and I instantly feel it. You will feel calm. You'll feel less like that heart rate is increasing. You'll feel more like you're able to do what you need to do, and then you can go on and accomplish what you need to accomplish. You also want to keep in mind that you may need to just redirect your mindset. You may need to just put your mind somewhere else. So if it's something that's stressful, let's say board exams or some kind of big exam in your life right now that you have to take. You're sitting here and you're studying for constant amount of hours. You're sitting and you're studying. You're not getting up and moving. You're not able to go out with friends and do things because you're having to study. Instead of saying, okay, I'm stressed about this and I'm just going to sit here and continue to be stressed about it and force myself to study, get up, take a walk. Redirect your mindset. Learn how to manage that stress, because again, stress is normal. You're going to feel it. It's how you react to the stress that is what's the big game changer here. I would love to hear from you on what you do for stress management and how you manage your stress. And I would love to hear your techniques and what your thoughts are. So let me know, and I hope that helps you today. Drop any comments or questions that you have below. Thanks, guys.